indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday night, the Rabbi channel. Thank you for joining me. Good evening, good morning. I hope you're well out there. For me, it is Motzach, ladies and gentlemen. We call this thing Motzach. It is an acronym. No, not an acronym. No, it's an acronym. An acronym of Motzai Shabbat. Motzai Shabbat. Motzai means after. Shabbat means Sabbath. So it's what's I gonna say? It's Motzach, baby. Motzach. So hey. Thank you for joining me. I don't know. For the next 5 weeks, this is a regular fixture along with the Sunday live stream, right? It's going to be a little bit different on Saturday. It may be, I'm giving myself permission to make them shorter. I'm starting them later, but I'm giving myself permission to make them shorter, right? By the way, you might say my eyes are red and puffy. You know why? I have a new obsession, and that new obsession is Derek. Oh my God. Fancy a cry, do you? Go and watch Derek. Now, I didn't watch it because I thought it'd be very, emotionally draining, and it is. Oh my God! But I also thought it was a bit, it's going to be manipulative, and it's really not. It's Ricky Gervais's show about a guy mentally disabled in some way or other. It's but like, okay, there's this thing in Judaism called Musa, right? In my sect of Judaism, right? Oh, the beautiful kiss of coffee. Mwah, do I love you? First coffee of the day. So, because I don't have coffee on Sabbath normally. But yeah, I've been big into tea, right? I've been big into tea. But yeah, man, do I love Derek. Derek is by Ricky Gervais. Yeah, so he plays this like mentally disabled guy who's very clued into what's important in life, right? Which is basically kindness. And it's really nice, man. It's really genuinely, this is what I like about Ricky Gervais's work in general, right? It's something similar to Russell Lee Davis. It's a clear love of normal people, right? Their best work, anyway, it's about normal people, right? So how normal people are absolute heroes. And I think you saw that in Afterlife. You saw that in Extras. Yeah. It's just like this nobility of normal people at The Office, like how these little tiny struggles really define who we are to a great extent. What type of person you want to be, and it's interesting to see them like rise and fall. So Derek is, as I say, it's just very, very touching, right? It really is genuinely very touching about very nice people being very nice to each other without it being showy. Right, it's just because it's their nature, right? It's the woman who played his dead wife in Afterlife plays like the main woman in this one. He's got like a troupe, right? He's got like a group of players, and the guy who was the football player in Ted Lasso, which I never finished the first season of. I got one episode to go. Watching this may influence me to finish watching Ted Lasso and go for the second season before the third one comes out. But yeah, man, I'm really loving Derek, man. So yeah, they've had this thing called Musa. Musa is ways of emotionally connecting to Judaism. So I'm kind of in, badly. There's like the Mr. Spock branch. They're called the Litvaks, right? It's a Lithuanian jury. I'm getting specific. But so they're very non-emotional. So to introduce emotion, I had this thing called Musa, which is about we thought the thing about what the point of life is, on a very, very real level. You also have at the same time you had Hasidus, right, which is like the Hasidic Jews, which have they look a little bit. They have a different. They get whether these things called strymals sometimes. That's a much more emotional form of Judaism. So all of this was a reaction, sort of, to Shabbatai Tzvi. Now, Shabbatai Tzvi, this is crazy. This came about in the 1600s, I guess, maybe 1700s. Oh, actually, just look it up. Actually, rather than sounding like an moron, maybe do I have a connection to some kind of device that will take me to a world of knowledge, of international knowledge? Yeah. So he was born in 1626 and died in 1676. He was a lot of people thought he was the Messiah, right? They thought, a lot of Jews, I said, thought he was the Messiah. right up until the point where he converted to Islam, and they're like, oh, wait, we're not so much. So this really devastated the more spiritual side of Judaism. Like it was really devastating. So like if I was around then, I probably was. A lot of people just gave up all hope, right? Because life was not good in the 1600s for anybody, but particularly Jews. like particularly Jews, right? And so people were hoping for a messianic time. Sadly, it was not to be, right? So anyway, Musa just tries to connect you to what the essence of life is, right? Through Jewish ritual and practice and lighting, but basically that's a joke. So I think this thing, Derek, is Musa, right? There's he has so many really genuinely profound lines in it, like in the first episode, this old lady, so he's a like mentally disabled guy working in an old age home with like this like weird Nebuch guy who looks after him, sort of. Douglas is played by Cole Pinkleton, right? Which in itself is like this incredible act of kindness. You find out that when his mother died, he said, "Oh, you can come live with me in my spare room, right, in the council house." Right? I'm like that, yeah. And it's again, what an incredible act of kindness, and it was just like matter of fact, right? So one this elderly person like dies, right? And it's just, you see how like torn apart he is by it, right? So it's but yeah, it connects you to what's real about life, right? Like makes you appreciate life a lot more, right? I mean, especially I just had Sabbath, right? So Sabbath you're offline. And all through that, I was like, really, really appreciate playing with my dog, for example, or the cat, right? Or hang out with my wife. Or things like that. Nothing lasts forever, and you should appreciate it in the moment, right? And I think that's the real lesson of this thing, and it's really, I think, profoundly, right? Like absolutely profoundly given. Oh, I'm tearing up again. Look at that! And I'm like in this thing. I just maybe floods of tears came out, right? Oh. So yeah. If you want to clean out the old sluices, check out a bit of Derek. It really is awesome, right? And I was really put off from watching it because I got a real prejudice about handicapped people. Like I'm like, and I feel terrible. I feel like Dr. Mengele, but I do. I'm like, I've got to be real with myself. I do. I have this prejudice, right? I'm like, but I'm really glad. I took the plunge and tried it out. It's very good. It's very like 10 years old. 2010s, man. That first half of the 2010s, fucking awesome. In fact, okay, if I could live, the Matrix, it like lived in a loop, right? I would live in a loop from 2005 to 2015. Fucking awesome, right? Great Doctor Who all the time. What a wonderful loop. Yeah. Oh, keep me in that. And everyone was happy, and it wasn't. Oh my, we were. I mean, like, compared to now, I mean, like, oh, man, all the screaming. Oh, so, yeah, we're in the next phase of spiritual phase of the year now. Now we've gone through this thing called Tu B'Shvat, right? And boy, is everything happening right on schedule. It's crazy. Like, we were praying for rain here in Israel, but we didn't have enough rain. Then the last week we had torrential rain, right? This insane rain. Oh, my God. It was a nightmare. It really was. And now we're praying for it to say thank you for the rain. I think we're good. We're good. And basically it's up, but like that's happening in this exact time, like the period from Christmas, it's Hanukkah to now. It's called Shovavim, and it's a time of like immense growth and energy into the spiritual reality of the year, which manifests in physical reality. And boy, have we seen things speed up. They're crazy now. Like there's earthquakes, there's floods. Did you see, like, let me see if I can find it. Picture of Christ the Redeemer being struck by lightning. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't want to pontificate. Like, okay, look, I mean, Christianity, not exactly my team, all things considered, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to coexist with other teams, but not exactly my team. So, but like, let me find this picture of that giant statue in where Sao Paulo. I don't know here. I what's it? Some problem beings. Problem being. I'm so glad he's back on Twitter. I mean, I hate to say this, but he's so much fun. I mean, I don't say that. I mean, that's fair enough. So, well, let's see, where is it? Doink. Screen. Tab. Twat. I mean, like, really? That doesn't look like God's happy to me. I don't know. That's not a good sign. Okay, I don't listen. First season of Babylon 5 were called Signs and Portents, and then we got this weird lasers over where was it? Hawaii. I'm not joking. These Chinese lasers over Hawaii. One second, over Hawaii. Yeah. So we can find some pictures of that. It's crazy. I mean, this is really genuinely cray. It's hang on, let me see. There's all these videos. I'm just trying to find one that. Oh, here we go to the picture. Here, doink. Share screen. Okay, go away. All this, go away. What's it? Japanese astronomers believe green light seen over Hawaii are lasers from Chinese satellite. Like what? What did again? Yeah, we accept. Okay, yes, we accept your damn cookies. Up me. Jesus, leave me alone. Yeah, look, that doesn't look like it. I don't know why that's happening, but I don't think that's a good sign. Okay? I don't think that's like, oh yeah. When the Chinese fire lasers over Hawaii, we know it's going to be fine. No one says that. No one says that. So, yeah, look, I mean, man, end of days, what do you think, mate? And then there's more things shot down over the North Pole, Alaska. Like, China's flying more things right into America. Like, what? I think that was on Timcast. Let me have a look. Timcast.com. Oh, I'm glad that I did that drama die down with him and the quartering. It seemed to. He says, "Look, I don't want to like the James O'Keefe thing. James O'Keefe being ousted from Project Veritas. If you don't know about that, James O'Keefe is the guy in charge of Project Veritas. Project Veritas is probably the last." Real investigative journalism going on. Basically, they man, this is not opening up, Timcast. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's wow. Hang on. Doink. Oh, he's back up again. There you go. Let me see if I can find it. Surveillance balloon, spy, national security. China. There's all these. Where's the news? Okay, I don't want general news. Oh, AI. 1 second. They got the AI here. I want to find the link to the AI voice generator. Right? Because if I can feed in a Capaldi soundbite into that and make unlimited, I have Capaldi read my AI, read my fanfic. I mean, yes, that is going to happen. Right? No, it's not it. Fine. Okay, it's just linked to no. I want the video. I want the news stories. I mean, read. Oh, okay. Second, here we go. Firstly, America shot an ICBM somewhere. For some reason, like, well, I mean, like, it didn't have a warhead on it, but like, that's not friendly. And that's not a good sign, is basically what's going on. Second high altitude object shot down over Alaska. Right? This is heavy shit, man. I'm sorry. This is genuinely big. This is World War III shit. And everybody telling you nothing's happening, they're wrong. Apparently, President Biden ordered the military to down the object out of an abundance of caution at the recommendation of the Pentagon. Very sorry, China. Okay, but like, none of this sounds like good news to me, mate. Okay, that's basically my bottom line. None of this sounds like it's good news. So, end of days, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Could be. So anyway, on the upside, it's Doctor Who's 60th anniversary year. I was thinking. Or maybe just doing a series of videos, maybe a series of shorts. My shorts are going crazy. Oh, she cried. My shorts are my most viewed videos now, like by far. Like some of them get like 15K views. Like they get, it's like they really travel. So but I want to do like, yeah, I want to do some kind of countdown till the 60th anniversary. Right, I think maybe we should do like the best top 10 Doctor Who stories of all time. But man, it's gonna be a tough one, isn't it? It's like it's a tough one, isn't it? It's I like keeping it down to 10. Here, let's just drop a shortlist right now, right? 1 second, so doink. Yeah, open this in a new window. There you go. And then we got to get some new stories. Okay, 1 second. Doctor Who episode guide. Blank. We'll start a list of episodes. Fine. Let's just share the screen and let's see just what gets on the short list. Right. This is like off the top of my head. Fine. Earthy Child, no Daleks. No, I'm going to say no. I'm going to be tough. Not one of the best of all time. Marco Polo, maybe, though. Marco Polo's excellent. Aztec's excellent. Oh. Okay, Marco Polo and Aztecs both get in the... I'm going to say Aztecs because we have it, right? Aztecs are on the short list, right, from that season. I want to do Dalek Invasion of Earth and the Chase, right? Because they are two really showcase the change of tone in that second season of Doctor Who. Dalek Invasion of Earth is a gritty, grounded story with a slither. Yeah, admittedly. I mean, man, I love the Rescue and the Romans. I can't wait. I still haven't finished watching Dalek Invasion of Earth yet, but because I want to get to Rescue and Romans. I love Rescue and Romans. Right, especially the Rovers. I like meeting Vicky, and I like Vicky brought kind of a new life to Doctor Who, right? We're playing this bit shit. Crusade's excellent. In love the Crusade. Oh, Space Museum is weird as fuck. The Chase. Yeah, I said I put the so first up we've got the Chase, Dalek Invasion of Earth, and Aztecs in on the short list. I will put Dalek Master Plan instead of the Chase, but we don't have it. So, you know, Masker's awesome, by the way. Masker is absolutely fantastic. So then we get into Celestial Toymaker, but yeah, no, because Bill's got out of energy. Although War Machines is like the first archetype of what Doctor Who story is, right? That's when they worked out what it was like working with the Earth military. That bit in was the end of episode 2 or 3 where he's standing firm and the military's behind him and the War Machine comes up and they all run away and he keeps standing there. I love that. Oh, and you got the introduce. Oh man. Okay, War Machines, you are on the shortlist, mate. You're on the shortlist. Power of the Daleks pretty darn good as well. Power of the Daleks is probably one of the best debut stories. No, you're not making the shortlist. There's too many other good things. I mean, I love the Macro Terror, the Face, the Evil of the Daleks has to be that's already in the final list. Now we got the animation of that. That animation of it brings it alive. That animation is freaking awesome, right? Evil of the Daleks is as good as the hype. Absolutely, it's so contemporary. It's like a Russell T Davies script, right? It starts as a contemporary crime thriller, right? Somebody's stolen the TARDIS, right? And they're like, it's some underworld figures, right? And the person behind it all is a weird person, like seemingly out of time. And next thing you know, the Daleks show up in a weird time corridor thing, and then next thing you know, you're in the 18th century, and you got like a very hot daughter there, Victoria Waterfield, being held prisoner by the Daleks. It's so weird. And then you have like Jamie having this big contest with not Toberman, the other one, Toberman, the Mark One, I should say. Okay, so and finally you got this like big budget season finale on Skaro. It's awesome. Oh my god. Dalek, the Evil of the Daleks, it absolutely lives up to the hype. Absolutely 100%. So yeah, that's definitely on there. As is Tomb of the Cybermen, right? Right? I don't think you can possibly not put Tomb of the Cybermen on. Bonneville Snowman, man, did that animation kill it? Ice Warriors is fun. Enemy of the World, Web of Fear, one of the best Doctor Who stories of all time. Absolutely excellent. If you haven't got that episode, I so recommend it. Don't bother with the animation. Watch the reconstruction, the telesnap. The animation is horrible. But Web of Fear, oh, what a great story. Right, it's got everything. It's got tension. It's creepy. It's underground. The enemy's fantastic. The way he's defeated in the end is fantastic. The Yeti are great. There's a great unit action sequence. Oh, it's so good. Web of Fear, yeah, that is 100% in the top 10 list, right? Dominators is not. Neither. I kind of like my Rob, but no. Invasion's also good. No, I can't. But it is very good, isn't it? I don't know what to tell you. It is very, very good. Okay, Invasion, you're on the shortlist, baby. You're on the shortlist. We'll see how much Space Pirate says it. War Games kind of should be. War Games is sublime. Yeah, you're on the shortlist. You're on the shortlist. Okay. Spearface, no. Solarians, no. Ambassador Death, Inferno. Inferno, you make the shortlist. But Terror of the Autons, no, I'm not. I love it though. Terror of the Autons and Mind of Evil, I love both of them, and Claws of Axos. They're all brilliant. What do you want at me? I like Colony in Space as well. This is a good season for me. Okay, I'll be frugal. What's it? Okay, Demons. Fuck me. Okay, man, that is a season. Look at that season. Everyone is gold. Terror of the Autons. It's fantastic. I mean, Return of the Autons just done a lot better. Introducing the Master, Mind of Evil. Oh, that is so good. So creepy. And that's a great blend of previous season and this season, right? Love the evil Chinese in it. People are going to take that out of context. Claws of Axos. Listen, mate. May I say, there are some shrooms out there that will make this into a very memorable evening. And listen, who cannot love the handlebar mustaches on the IMC? And then the giant claw thing. Oh, it's so good. We all love it. Everything about it is great. And then you have the demons where they're all like out of uniform. Oh, what a season. What a season. Okay. So, okay, the two that make the shortlist. Oh, fuck me. I don't know. Mind of Evil. No, I'm not saying, I know, Mind of Evil or Terror of the Autons. Mind of Evil, Terror of the Autons. Both. You're both coming on the shortlist, as is the demons. They're the Daleks, only the updated version, which I'm so looking forward to in HD. Cursed Peladon, no. Sea Devils, no, even though I quite like it. Mutants, no. Time Lords, no. Fine. With 3 Doctors. Yes, you're on the shortlist. This is Carnival Monsters. Green Death. You're on the shortlist, baby. You're on the shortlist. Well done. Invasion of Dinosaurs, you need new effects, honey. Okay, you need no. Okay, fine, we're done. Robot, no. Ark in Space, close to, but no. Sontaran Experiment, no. But Genesis of the Daleks, of course. Do I have the right? Yes. This is one of the greatest Doctor Who ever made. Pyramids of Mars, obviously. Brain of Morbius, obviously. Season Dead, Doom, no, you don't make the shortlist, I'm afraid. But now we're on to season 14, which everyone is golden. Mask of Mandragona, love that. Hand of Fear. Okay, Deadly Assassin, you're on the shortlist, as is Face of Evil, as is Robots of Death, as is Talons on Wang Chiang, right? These are all the greatest Doctor Who ever made. As is Horror Fang Rock, fucking awesome. Oh my god. Horror Fang Rock is fan-freaking I love the minimalism of it. It's creepy, it's wonderful, it's Doctor Who. Oh, real. And Louise Jameson does look awesome all the way through it. Yeah, she does. Fine. No, nobody else this season. Reba's Operation. I do like a bit of Reba's Operation. I like yes, you're on the shortlist, Reba's Operation. But then there's Pirate Planet. No, I'm going to go for City of Death. Okay, Stones of Blood. No, Android's Torah. Armageddon. I hope someone's writing this down. Destiny of Daleks. No, but close. City of Death. Yes, obviously. Creature on the Pit, Nightmare of Eden. I mean, look, Creature on the Pit. Which one has the weird phallus-looking like monster? I can't remember. Also, Naima, no. Sharda, no. Even though I do like the movie version, the animated movie version, not the individual episode version. Boy, is that boring. Right? That's really boring. John Nathan Turner arrives. Then we have Leisure Hive, Mengelos, Full Circle, State of Decay, Warrior's Gate, Keeper of Traken, and Logopolis. Whoa, none of them really great. I mean, Leisure Hive, but Mengelos as well. I mean, none of them really. I mean, I enjoy them, but I mean, I like Warrior's Gate, but man, you need to be very high, right? You need to be very. I don't do drugs, kids, but you need to be very, very, very high. And if you are, up me, what a wonderful evening. But like so high, you're not even sure you're going to make it into bed, right? That high, right? That insane high, right? But then it's awesome. But don't do drugs; it's bad for you. Bad kids, bad. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. No, none of you are making the cut, I'm afraid. None of you are making the cut. Castrovolva, not really. For Doomsday, I like. Kinder, yes. One of the best Doctor Who stories of all time. Kinder, yes. And Visitation, yes. Then Earthshock, yes. Time Flight, fuck off. Black Orchid, no. Arc of Infinity, no. Snake Dance, I like it a lot, but no. Mordor and Undead, yes. Awesome story. Worth breaking canon over, and we kind of fixed it. Terminus, I like Nissa whipping a skirt off. Don't get me wrong, should happen more often, but no. Enlightenment, I like again a bit of Turlo staring intently. Oh yeah, no. King's Demons, not bad. 5 Doctors, yes, absolutely. You're on the shortlist, yes. Or is it a super no? Okay, no. Awakening, no. Frontiers, no. Even though I like it. Resurrection of Daleks, no. A bit too dark. Planet of Fire. Games around Dozani, yes. Right? Twin Dilemmas, so no. Okay. Is anybody making it from my favorite season 22, which is awful? Which I love. Again, here's what I would do if I had time travel. I will go back and meet Eric Saywood and say, look, Eric, can I pitch you a season idea, like a whole season arc? Because here's what I'm thinking, right? Doctor Who works. Doctor Who is very, very mutable. Doctor Who could be pretty much anything, right? It always reflects what's the most current cultural currents there are, right? Yeah, it's always best when it's very, very contemporary. What's contemporary in the mid-80s is very naturalistic, down-to-earth crime drama, essentially, right? The Bill, right? So what I would do is sign with the first story. I would have the Doctor have to land on Earth, or he's looking for a. You can basically follow a similar thing of Attack of the Cybermen, right? He finds. He goes and gets a distress call, but that causes something to blow in the TARDIS. And when he's looking for the alien who leaving the distress call turn out to be the Cybermen. That's like the end of the episode, and they're about Cybermen, and then they're rescued. This is basically the idea that they were going to do years later, but never did in season 27. Rescued by like but it would work much better here in history, but by like a heavily armed mob of people. They don't really know who they are, but they're in plain clothes, and they're rescued. He's taken in as a weird paramilitary organization funded by a criminal underworld boss who knows the Doctor, and the Doctor doesn't know him, right? And so basically, and he has the TARDIS has also been stolen, so they end up in like this uneasy alliance, right? He while he's trapped on Earth, can't say he's got to repair the TARDIS. He's being put up by him, and he's going to be the scientific advisor, right? So basically, that's keeping him in contemporary Earth, but you can have all like the out there stuff, like he can bring out the the aliens that you save money and make it more contemporary. This is what Eric Say wanted to do. He wanted to do crime drama, essentially. That's what turned him on. You can see Attack of the Cybermen. You can have Lytton as a character throughout the season then at that point, right? Easily bring him back. But like you can have a story, for example, where the Doctor works out a way of breaking into a like something to get like some precious mineral to make something for the TARDIS to get the TARDIS working again, right? And he's got this whole non-violent way of like all that stuff. I think has a lot of legs, right? You could again from the at the same time there's alien invasions going on, which they're staving off while trying to avoid UNIT. See, this I see sustaining the season, right? And it would really, again, make it contemporary. And the last episode, or like the last story, or maybe the one from last, the Doctor sort of gets the TARDIS working, but only goes backwards in time. And now he's like in the 1960s. And he meets the crime boss when he's young. And that's the beginning of the story, right? Of it. So I just think that would be a strong season, right? I think that would have been a much better season than what we got. I can't put any of these on the best. I mean, Revelation of the Daleks, maybe. I gotta have some Colin there. Come on. I mean, Mindwarp should be up there. Again, Vengeance on Varos. Yeah, Vengeance on Varos, totally. Revelation of the Daleks, because it's so weird, right? Yeah, okay, Vengeance on Varos and Revelation of the Daleks, okay? Sorry, even though the best pair is the Two Doctors pairing, doesn't get a look at, right? And I like Mindwarp a lot, right? Mindwarp's really dark. Just throw Mindwarp in, okay? So nothing in season 24, I'm afraid. No, it's all bad, okay? They're trying their hardest. They're going to do their best, but it's not working. No, okay? I think Delta and the Banner may have been able to, you might be able to edit it down into a 45-minute episode, but that's about with new effects, right? I think that's your only bet. Time the Rani is actually watchable. Probably the most watchable out of it. Why didn't they hire somebody like with big muscles to play Pex, right? In Paradise Tales? That would have worked so much freaking better, and maybe film it on location in a derelict housing block. That would have made it work so much better. And change the damn robot caretaker. For God's sake. That was a disgrace. So, but if you did all that, maybe it would have been a watchable story. Right? Dragonfire. I quite like Dragonfire, quite frankly. I think that's the best of the bunch, but you don't get a look in, mate. Remembrance of the Daleks, yes. One of the best Doctor Who stories of all time, right? Absolutely one of the best Doctor Who stories of all time. Absolutely love it. Happiness Patrol, I like it, but I can't put it in. I like that a lot. And Greatest Show, I like that a lot as well. But is that in one of the greatest of all time? No, I'm not. I can't, even though I personally love it, right? I can't say this is one of the greatest examples of Doctor Who of all time, even though Greatest Show Galaxy is freaking awesome, right? But again, not super high for this one, okay? This is the one you have to be out, off your tits for, but reasonably high. Don't do drugs. That's bad for you. Don't do drugs. Makes this a much better, Greatest Show even better. Battlefield, I like the special edition version, but no, Ghostlight, yes. Absolutely. And Curse of Fenric and Survival. I think they're all They're all up there. They're all up there. Fine. Let's do Enemy Within as well. Yes, he's on there too. Where's the next one? Fine. Now, the Ninth Doctor, I would say we'll have to, I don't know, Father's Day, Empty Child and Dr. Dances. I mean, that's probably the credit. Unquiet Dead's pretty darn good as well. And Aliens London World War III. Fuck me. That's too many. And I like it. I don't know. They all bring something new to Doctor Who. I don't know. So Unquiet Dead, Aliens London World War III. Let's take 2 stories, not really 3. And Father's Day is 4, and Empty Child Doctor Dances 5. I mean, they're all excellent, aren't they? Yeah, okay. They all go on a shortlist, right? They all go on a shortlist. Christmas Invasion, no. New Earth, no. Tooth and Claw, no. School Reunion, you're getting close. Like it. Yes, School Reunion, yes. Yeah, but we're not really up there yet. Girl and Fireplace for the first 35 minutes, yes. Last 10 minutes, no. Rise Cyberman, Age of Steel, no. Idiot Lanterns, no. Impossible Planet, Satan Pit. Yes, you go on the shortlist. Love of Monsters, love it to death. I can't put it on the shortlist. Fear Her, no. Army of Ghosts, no. Doomsday, no. Runaway Bride, I like a lot, but no. Smith and Jones, Shakespeare Code, Gridlock. Oh, Gridlock is one of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time. Gridlock is one of the greatest Doctor, yeah. Not Daleks in Manhattan, Evolution of the Daleks, even though I like it, or Lazarus Experiments, or 42. Human Nature, Family Blood, yes. Okay. Fortunate to have one close to saying yes, but no. Partners in Crime, Fire of Pompeii, Planet of the Youth, Sontaran Searching, Poison Sky, Doctor's Daughter. Okay, so you'd have got to watch no, but Silence on Library and Forest of the Dead, yes, you are on the shortlist. These are someone who I love. Midnight as well. At Midnight, Midnight's awesome. Midnight is really, truly awesome. It's one of the greatest stories they ever did. Right? Next Doctor. Yes, actually, that's yes. I love that one. That's very good. No, I'm not doing End of Time. No. 11th Hour, yes, that's one of the best Doctor Who stories ever. Absolutely. Certainly the best debut. Right, there's that and Power of the Daleks. Time in the Age of the Flesh and Stone. Yes. 100. If you say one of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time, Flesh and Stone, yes. That's what comes to mind. I love Vampire of Venice, but no. Amos Choice, no. Hungry Earth, Cold Blood, no. Vincent Doctor, yes, absolutely. And I'm going to say Pendaraka opens Big Bang. That's one of the best season finales ever. I love that season finale. That really worked. But also it's got to be A Christmas Carol. That's one of the best Doctor Who stories of all time. I do like The Impossible. No, I'm not gay. I'm being indulgent now. Doctor's Wife, yes. Absolutely. Rebel Plays All My People, no. Good Man Goes to War, no. Let's Go Hitler, no. God Complex, close, but no. Right? I put God Complex on the similar level, which is on the shortlist of Horror Fang Rock. It's one of those solid, understated, fantastic stories. Yes, you're on the list, God Complex. You just talked me into it. Why couldn't Toby Whithouse become a showrunner? Why not? Toby Robin, no. Asylum of the Daleks, no. Even though I like it, no. Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, no. Para 3, no. Time of Mercy, no. Angel Take Man, no. Snowman, no. Bells and John, no. Exactly. Super, no. Cold War, no. Hyde, no. Jonas and Taris, no. Crimson Horror, no. Nightmare Silver, no. Name of the Doctor, yes. Dare the Doctor, yes. Absolutely. Time of the Doctor, no. Deep Breath. Okay, I'm doing a rewatch of this season, right? They're starting this soon. Deep Breath, no. It's way too indulgent. Into Dark, no, but I like it a lot. Robot Sherwood, no. Listen, not as good as it doesn't really make sense. I have to give that another watch. Time Heist, I remember fun, but no. Caretaker, no. Kill the Moon, no. I really got to watch Kill the Moon. I think that's good until the ending. Mum of the Orient Express, no, but it should be. Flatline, yes. Flatline, yes. One of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time. Nothing else makes the cut. Last Christmas does make the cut. You're one of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time, yes. But Magicians and Pensions and Witches Familiar, fuck me, yes. That is one of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time. When he comes, I know people hate it, and it's fantastic. He comes in with the shades on a guitar on a tank. That's how you imagine the Doctor spending his final days, especially this Doctor. Oh, I love Capaldi. Under the Lake and Before the Flood, I think it's a very solid story. I think I will put that on the same level as like Pyramids of Mars, nearly, right? Zygon Invasion, Zygon Inversion, you would be on the list had you not lost your bottle, right? And said, oh no, we can do it. We can just say everybody's nice in the end, and ISIS will give in. No, that's not going to happen, mate. Girl who died, woman who lived, was marred by what's her name from Game of Thrones, looking like a little girl, and it just didn't really work, unfortunately. I don't really mind it. Sleep No More, Face the Raven, Heaven Sent, Hellbent. Trouble with Heaven Sent is it only really works on one viewing, right? After it doesn't stand up to rewatching. Husbands of River Song and Return of Dr. Mysterio are two sides of the same coin. They have the same villains in them. Pilot, I like a lot. Oh, I like this season a lot, right? I mean, like the new energy it had. No, I'm not going to put this one of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time. Smile, no. Even though I like that as well. Thin Ice, no. Knock, Knock, no. Oxygen, well, it's really a four-parter. Oxygen, Extremist, Pyramid of the Underworld, and The Lie of the Land. Right? They all go together. Right? It's like, I mean, yeah, they all... when does he get his sight back? Is it in? It's not in Oxygen. It's in Extremist. Now, by the way, or Pyramid at the End of the World. I think. Yeah, it was in that one. I don't know. I know it seems to be as connected as something like Invasion of Time. Right? I mean, definitely Extremist, Pyramid in the World and Lie of the Land, which, by the way, gets such a bad rap, and it's so good, right? It really is so good. Equally, one of the best Doctor Who stories of all time, World Enough of Time and The Doctor Falls. Oh, God, it's so good. Can we just get a special edition with more Cybermen in it? I want to see more. I want to see, like, you know, Tomb Cybermen and, like, Revenge Cybermen as they evolve, right? He went from first Cybermen to last. No, I want to see a few more in between. Let's get a special edition going. That's what I want. And Twice Upon a Time, yes. One of the greatest Doctor Who stories of all time. Man, that was way over 10. That was like about 30. That was crazy. That wasn't even close to being like being workable. I don't know. Maybe I'll do, you know what? I'll do them as shorts. I think, yeah, I'll do that as a series of shorts. I have to like go over them and find like how many are right. Let's pull up some Iron Candy and we'll get to the chat. Man, I am late. See, this is it. I kind of like these Saturday streams. They're going to be much more, I think, chill streams. Sort of. Yeah. Now, we actually got to get to the articles. I promise I'll get to. There is that. Doink. Oh, that's coming out in a couple of days. Here we go. That. That's okay. I wasn't wrong there. And that one. Yeah, these ones will do. Doink. Eye candy. Activate. Oh, it didn't work. I got to reselect them. That sucks ass. That super sucks ass. Come here. Here we go. Doink. 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 Okay, I like that. I like that then because I like it. Oh, okay. So it came out in 2 batches. Let's see if I can get it in 1 batch. Yes, there we go. There we go. Share screen. Fine. That reminds me. Yeah, we have all these articles. That's the point of doing the stream tonight. There's all these articles I needed to get to. Right. Yesterday was a bit of Doctor Who News Walk. Judica was first pictures on location, not in costume, but don't mind. Just about. Oh, and he lost his tash. Tash has gone. I don't know what's going on. We'll have to find out. Maybe it's a regenerating tash. Maybe it's got a chameleon circuit. Dolly, I big recommend, right? I've been a very big English kick recently. So yeah, now I'm on Derek. Nolly, big recommend. Like a lot, of course I like it. It's Russell T. Davis. Yeah, and yeah, obviously. This is coming out. This was my live stream about a week ago. This is coming out on Valentine's Day, where I recount the story of my first date with my wife, which I fell head over heels in love with her when I thought she was a Star Trek fan, and found out no, she was just ordering tea. My mistake. The horror fan service. Yes, I really see, like, you know, that outfit Joda's wearing is 100% fan service, right? And that's what I don't think we're seeing ever again. In the near future, right? Fans of bye-bye. Yeah, Last of Us, it's okay. Now it went back to being a bog standard apocalypse show. Okay, being an apocalypse, hey, you boy, I wasn't wrong about that. A week ago, things have happened. Millie, you look fantastic. I do hope the world still hears that we can see you in Doctor Who. Yeah, that would really suck. I would not be happy if that happened. Yeah, I'll be quite remiss with the good Lord. I'll say, I wanted to see it. You won't believe who we cast as John and Gillian. Yes, new Doctor Who producer Joel Collins spills the beans on the new era. Yes, he does actually. Tells us about the TARDIS. I love this one. I can't believe I let this go under the radar. This is just a great thumbnail, if I may say so. Ross D. Davison and Coral Teeve, when talking about the era of Doctor Who, I'd love to show what's behind the curtain, but we're just not allowed. Would love to see it too. Well, half of it anyway. But I do like the tentacles as well. So, you don't quite know what's going on back there, but, you let your imagination run wild, baby. You know what else we're going to do? I saved. We're going to have a quick look at I haven't looked at the news yet since Sabbath. So see if any new news has come down. Darren M is here. How you doing, Darren? Thank you for joining us. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. Evening, sir. Thank you to both of you coming. I should get 2 views for you because, I did think that's fair. The Soda Engine is here. How you doing, Soda Engines? TARDIS Spider is here. TARDIS Spider. Where are we up to? Joseph Slitz is here. As is PD Rich. How you doing, PD? Thank you for joining. Saturday's a better night for you, I believe. I think. I'm not sure. I do not want to speak for you, but I hope so. Chancellor Guy here. I do like your avatar. If you like Derek, check out Brian Gittin's short film about his robot that came out last year. Okay, absolutely will. Thank you for the recommendation. Love Derek. Where are we up to? It was Brazil that it's the statue. There you are. Exactly what it was. But yeah, really, earthquakes, all that shit's going down. You know what it feels like right now? The beginning of Flash Gordon, the 80s movies are like, Cletus, let me play with my new toy. And you see all this like weird shit go down on Earth, right? Is it me? It's not just me. Flash Gordon is essentially a porn movie without the sex in it, right? And believe me, when I was a young man, I did put insert in. There's so many options, right? I mean, firstly, when the first thing Ming does when he sees Dale Arden is put a sex ray on her, right? I mean, like, really? From his ring. Now, there's many pieces of technology I want from science fiction. I would like a transporter. I would like a replicator. Those will be good. A time travel thing. But the sex ray ring, fuck me, yes. Oh, who wouldn't want a sex ray ring? I mean, like, yes. And I bet you it was on the lowest setting. And Ming's life seems to oscillate between torturing little planets and having sex with incredibly hot women, right? All dressed in very weird hot clothes, and like the bedrooms look awesome too. I mean, like they look total shag palaces. I would totally like to inhabit the room they have Dale in, right? So there's a lot of that again. But I also think you could get a quite a reasonable sex scene in the plane where Dale's scared, right? And the Flash, hold me, right? At that point, it said it in the 1930s, like the original. I've never had sex in the plane before, Flash. There you go. Okay, let's see. And then later, the super hot daughter of Ming kidnaps Flash to be his sex toy. I mean, come on, really? Oh man, no wonder the carpet was sticky in the cinema. I saw it. Oh. Yes. I mean, something for the dads. Yes, there was a lot for the dads. I'm ordering lyrics on a song from a Japanese movie, so it fits. But it fits so well. I bet that's spelt wrong. I wonder what that was. Problem being busy at the moment as he's got a. Oh, okay. Well, I hope problem being is having a relaxing time, a relaxing and enjoyable time. But yeah, before I started, I was just listening to Saucer Full of Secrets, Pink Floyd, early Pink Floyd, right? And it's like this early 70s sci-fi psychedelic music. And I'm like, oh man, I wish there was like science fiction. I love that grungy 1970s sci-fi. That's what basically Star Trek the Motion Picture is, right? I kind of love that. Such an awesome, think of it what you wish. Have you seen the trailer for Fast X? No, I haven't. Eki Thump says, tiredest time. How is it? We're awfully good. We're awfully good. Eastern Buckhammer Holder is here. How you doing? No one says that. I don't know what I said. Liars say it's fine, but you're paranoid. Yeah. I mean, look, the first part of this weird control that the intelligence service has over everyone via social media. It really is like a James Bond or a Doctor Who plot. What's really happening? So you have a small group of people, essentially CIA, MI5, whatever, using social media to pump out weird narratives that nobody really believes in. Like it's okay to have sex with children, right? Like, that sort of thing, right? Ethan Hunter said her life's going to be. I'm very happy to hear it. AI sounds soulless. So the one that Tim Pool played sounded incredible, right? Has Capaldi done a GPS? It should be. I'm here for Doctor Who, not to be scared. I'm here for both, mate. I'm here for both. Doctor Who's good. Oh, mate. Did I not just go on a Doctor Who rant? Okay. What's he looking for? Well, I don't know. Sorry, Rabbi, we're not in the end. Okay, fine, but it's coming. Listen, mate, I was just talking. Where are we up to? I had a little Hornby, says Joseph Slitz. I don't know what that means. Is that a train set? Unit was awesome. Fine, we must on be on my review of the best Doctor Who of all time. John Levine has a Yeti. I forgot about that. Now we have a new AI voice. We can say sweary brigadier. Yes. My bloody helicopter, says, oh, the brigadier. I guess so. But I don't think we'll need it because we have John Culture. It's I just heard 2 drugs. Mr. Declan Hyde. Well, don't do drugs, kid. Book King is awesome on drugs. By the way, obviously the special edition with the new effects. I mean, like, obviously. Oh my god. 23's worse. I wonder what I was saying. You think 23's worse than 22? I prefer 22. Interesting. I know. Crystal Dollars here. Terror the Ultimate is absolutely brilliant. The monsters are outstanding. Yes. I was very disappointed in the CGI Alton on the Blu-ray. It just didn't make any bloody sense, right? It was just, it's not like the weird hand thing worked any better, but still the best person to do it was BBV in, was it Alton 2? Right? Absolutely. That was absolutely Pegs Lives. Pegs was awesome. Here, one second. Let me see if I can find that clip of the CGI Alton. Because it really is disappointing. It's crushingly disappointing. Where are we up to? 10? There we go. Doink. I'm halfway through. I'm nearly finished Doctor Who Am I, which I found very good. Right? I've liked it a lot. It's let's go. That'll be coming out soon. Review. But yeah, that's totally a recommend. Terror of the Autons, Tim Morton's HD. So part 4. Here, 1 second, and towards the end. Where's the radio telescope? No. Oh, there you go. Yeah, here. It just doesn't work. Why can't it be wrapped around it? Yeah, we'll do it with the sound of. Oh man, this stuff's awesome. I forgot about that. Oh, how you doing, sir? How you doing, Ducky? There you go. Yeah, look, it just doesn't look very good. Man, actually, it looks better than I thought it would. Wait, when does it appear? When it appears, there you go. Okay, it's okay like that, but hey. Man, where's it go? That's yeah, there they go. Yeah, it really is not great. I have to tell you. And I generally speaking, really, I just don't think that one needed new effects at all. Frankly, I really don't. Really, genuinely don't. Fear goes in the bin. I guess it does. I'm sorry. Midnight Hand, Catherine Tate's little gay man. Who's Catherine Tate's little gay man? I have no idea. I bet Paula Morgan wishes he never did that for Catherine Tate's Christmas special now. I have no idea. No, Rabbi, don't. What was I doing? Fear me. I wasn't fear her. All right. I don't like. Time Lash, don't shoot me. I told you how Time Lash happened a couple of shows ago. I'm making a little video of that. What we got here? I'm killing a Dalek. It's like, what's that from? Guilty pleasures are being revealed, says Tyler Spider. The pick up a card from is from when he was Louis Luxana. I know. Again, that's one of my favorite few episodes. You had that, and then you went straight into. Then it was Tin Man after it, and then you went in Best of Both Worlds. I mean, that was awesome, right? Joseph Slits, I still can't pronounce your name. That is true. Should I compare these to a summer day in Salford where it's raining? And we're happy. We like the rain. There's a lot of soft porn, Flash Gordon. Oh, yeah, I understand. But it just kind of I don't know. It lends it to her. So you're a little behind. Or no, I've never had a little behind, she cried. Fine, let's have a look at the Doctor Who news. Let's see what's going on in the world. We'll do Doctor Who. Doink. Hang on. I'll share the screen. There you go. Share screen. Colin Morgan was the gay son of Catherine Tate's Christmas show special for once. Okay. Well, we'll have to Doink. We'll have a look at the Doctor Who news. We'll have a look at the sci-fi news, and then we'll get to a few articles. That's the plan, right? That is the plan. Shooting Up was Shooting Up was leaving sex education. Really? What a shock! Nobody saw that coming. Really? Well, obviously. Why didn't return to Doctor Who? They set her up to return. Stephen Moffat asked her to return. I'm actually kind of intrigued by that. I'm screaming. It's going to be some dim answer, I'm sure. Fine. Shooting Gutwa, buying a house. So look inside it. No, okay. California doctor allegedly drove family off cliff in Tulsa. Please not guilty. Okay, that's a weird story. That is a very weird story. This doesn't look like Doctor. No. Your Netflix film starring Vic is the third Doctor Who child of the 1970s. I know. Okay, yeah, no, Doctor Who, please. London bus passes by in stitches as they are convinced a Doctor Who Dalek is driving their bus. Okay. More about shooting at. Well, see, nothing's happened. Man, look, nothing's going on. Holy crap. Doctor Who brings the TARDIS test. An impossible concept. Okay, no, nothing. That's not a story. Honestly, man. Doctor Who's teaching you Bad Wolf mystery. And now we're just back to the film. Okay, so there's nothing going on. Let's have a look at Bounding in the Comics. Always a good place, get a feeling what's going down. Disney to license exclusive series to other streaming services in order to offset operational losses. Well, I can certainly see that. I can totally see that. I mean, absolutely. This was awesome, right? This was absolutely awesome. We should actually talk about this for a second. Another reason why Idris Elba is fantastic, right? 1 second. I don't want to be the first black. I want to be the first Idris. He says, 1 second. Doink. Yeah, I saw this when I came off Sabbath. He's got a great quote. He says, as humans, we obsess about race. No, we don't. Only you weird fucks in Hollywood. An obsession can really hinder people's aspiration, hinder growth. Racism should be the topic of discussion. Sure, racism is very real, but from my perspective, it's only as powerful as you allow it to be. I stopped describing myself as a black actor when I realized it put me in a box. You're absolutely right. 100%. Absolutely 100%. We got to grow. Our skin is no more than that. It's just a skin. Yes. What do you mean? What things were like in 2015? Yeah, exactly. Transgender Montana Slate legislator voices approval for Hogwarts Legacy Twitch tracking list. It's bad to pay for a game on an IP that who is this person that directly funds a turf? Again, these are just crazy, hateful people, right? James Gunn's DCU slate rumored to be bait for a potential buyer, allegedly a secret plan to in case Apple, Amazon, or Universal gobble up Warner Brothers. Okay. Could be. Totally could be. I have no idea. I think his slate sounds pretty good. The Batman star Robert Pattinson says men face insidious body standards. I don't. Rumor provides more detail on Brave and the Bold, as well as Ben Affleck's possible role in the movie. Oh, that's interesting. Far left effort to cancel Mike Barron's privately owned backfires. Planned lawsuit goes against Daily Cost to go forward. Okay, that sounds like bad news for them. Anti-J.K. Rowling activist list to catalog Twitch players who stream. Okay, I don't care. Former IGN writer told reviewers are not really allowed to give comic books bad reviews. I believe that. Fine. Okay, I don't give a shit about any of this stuff. There is no news that is in any way interesting. Fine, let's get to some of the articles. So because there's a weird here we go. Doink. Shut it down. There's this weird thing. There's a whole a clump of articles that happen around the same time that just are grappling with reality. Right? They're grappling with the reality of the Jodie Whittaker era just being cack, right? That just absolutely failed. And putting together the rest of Doctor Who. I mean, that's essentially what's going on, right? So all of this is their brains like firing insanity in their messed up heads, so they can so they can't think about how they were wrong. That's essentially what's going on, right? So there's a few articles out there saying, now let's read all of them, right? So why is Doctor Who's new era so obsessed with the first Doctor? Well, it didn't used to be. Doctor Who's new era under Russell Davies is yet to begin, but already numerous connections to the first Doctor that may not be a coincidence. Well, I don't know what they are, but let's tell you what. Probably they want to establish. They probably want to establish that the Timeless Child didn't happen, right? I think that's basically it. The whole Timeless Child stuff, I think, is going to be retconned away, right? I think it happened in a alternate universe, and that's why it doesn't really count, right? The first Doctor obsession is emerging ahead of Doctor Who's new era. The first Doctor obsession happened in the Chibnall era, actually. There may be good reason for that. Jodie Whittaker's regeneration of David Tennant in The Power of the Doctor marked a handover from Chris Chibnall to his returning showrunner Russell Davies coming in to save Doctor Who because Chris Chibnall set it on fire, essentially, right? Absolutely set it on fire. For the 60th anniversary in 2023, fine. Russell Davies' Homecoming already looked to contain one massive callback to which is it? As Neil Patrick has widely believed played the Celestial Toymaker. Maybe, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe, right? Maybe. The new showrunner has made allusions on social media to Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter, and companions of the first Doctor. Yeah, but like he did, I don't know. Yeah, you're making a point now. I think more that he's I think he wants to. I think maybe he finds somebody. Is somebody important to say William Hartnell was the first Doctor, right? Maybe that's important to him, right? That'd be great if it is. I'm really happy if that's the case. Going further, Russell Davies has teased another first Doctor villain. Speaking in Doctor Who magazine, Russell apparently claimed, we're about to transmit the word Maverick Chen. And I thought it was Maverick Chen all these years. Maverick Chen on television, first time since 1966. While Maverick Chen's presence in Doctor Who's future may be nothing more than an Easter egg, Russell Davies reveals that a larger role for the Dalek ally who, like the Celestial Toymaker, was the first Doctor enemy. It's heavily hinted that the Celestial Toymaker, Susan, and Maverick 10, the last of which would be updated to avoid offensive stereotypes in 2023, is strange indeed. But the first Doctor obsession makes sense. Yeah, it was either blackface or yellowface. We're not entirely sure. But he was not playing a white dude. Kevin Stoney, right? I think it was blackface, right? Yeah, obviously they wouldn't be blackface. I think they're just going to name check him, right? I think that's because I think it's very important they establish that this is the same character now, right? They really need to reestablish the character because they set it on fire. The transition from Chibnall to Russell Davies is not the normal changeover. No, normally in the modern era, they take a very successful show and they take it to more successful heights, right? They don't take a very successful show and they destroy it, right? That's unusual. That is unusual, but bless them. It was their little plan. That it wasn't. They're horrified. They screwed up so badly. It's my guess. Other Chibnall storylines, the style received much criticism. The Doctor is seemingly undergoing a full factory reset with Russell Davies, Badwell Production Company, partnering with BBC to produce series Disney Plus striking. Yes, exactly. It's what they want to do. Yes, they are good. They are having a complete reset, right? Special unrequested, unquestionably, the 6th anniversary unquestionably represents Doctor Who's biggest relaunch since 2005. I agree. And paying homage to the early years with the Celestial Toymaker Susan Maverick 10 perfectly signals that a big reset button is being hit. I think so. Literally and figuratively, Doctor Who is going back to its roots. I think so too. While simultaneously signaling rebirth, Doctor Who's growing obsession with the First Doctor also serves as an anchor to the past, right? Again, like sidestepping the nonsense we had with Jodie Whittaker, including the Celestial Tory and Maverick Chen, two of the oldest villains in Doctor Who canon, demonstrably, and whatever changes Doctor Who undergoes over the coming year, with the same TV phenomenon is that first landed in a grainy black and white until 1963. Fine. The best is essentially imported the Doctor Who's Timeless Child twist showed the franchise canon as much respect to the Weeping Angels of Victor's personal space. Okay, so man, they are sniffing the coffee. They're not in denial, right? This was good. Is this what Russell D. Davies' dream Doctor looks like? Beat the meat looks fantastic, right? It really does look fantastic. It's completely CGI, I think. Another possible explanation, Doctor Who's sudden interest in the 1960s may involve a key difference between Russell D. Davies' original stint and the iconic sci-fi series in his second bite at the cherry beginning in 2023. When Russell D. Davies first stepped in the TARDIS doors, he was leading a production very much under BBC jurisdiction. Due to a myriad of factors, Doctor Who widely successfully relaunched. Russell D. Davies continued to prosperity. They perceived the problems of modern Doctor Who. The power balance that somewhat shifted. Yes, exactly. I understand. Yeah, because the BBC pissed it away. Bad Wolf Part. I mean, like, man, I don't know how this article was going down. Who wrote this? This is incredible. Craig Elvey. Well done, Craig Elvey, mate. Whoa. Dropped on truth bombs here, mate. We're up to partnering with BBC to produce Doctor Who strongly as Russell did with far more creative control too. Yes, exactly. That may account for Doctor Who's potential sudden influx of relatively obscure villains, rather than household names like Daleks, Cybermen, and Sontarans. They're going to be there. They're all going to be there. Trust me. Russell Davies can now introduce more antagonists such as Celestial Toymaker and Maverick Chen. I don't think he's introducing Maverick Chen, mate. I don't, right? Adding further weight to the theory that Doctor Who's 6th anniversary will include lesser-known comic book monsters. It's not a theory. We've seen it, right? Beat the Meat and the Wraith Warriors. God, they can't even spell it right. And the Wrath. No, the Wraith Warriors. You fuck nut. Oh, you were doing so good. Oh, you were doing so good, and now not. I'm sorry. Doctor Who may have suddenly developed the first Doctor session simply because it can now. No, it has to. It has to reestablish that it's Doctor Who, right? Because they tried to make it not Doctor Who, right? How do they try and make it not Doctor Who? With this bullshit, okay? So, I mean, look, initially, Chibnall had a 5-year plan, I believe, not a 3-year plan. And I believe that, this is going to say what the original plan was with Dr. Ruth. I think she was going to fit in between the Doctors, right? Or have be an alternate timeline of Doctors. This is why Rusty Davies is back, in a nutshell. Where the fugitive Doctor should exist in Doctor Who's timeline. The fugitive Doctor doesn't exist in Doctor Who's timeline, except in the weird Toymaker's realm, which they've clearly been in since she fell out the TARDIS, right? I'm sure that's going to be a reveal come November. Dun, 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 dun. Why, Doctor, you've been here for years. Dun, 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 dun. I think that'll be great. And again, they can say that everything that happened really happened, right? It was real, but it didn't matter. It didn't happen in its own bubble universe. Oh, so it's so special. As part of the Doctor Who Timeless Child story, it's a part of the Timeless Child story in Doctor Who, Joe Martin debuted as a fugitive Doctor, a version of the Time Lord from before William Hartnell. Well, supposedly. We don't know, right? It was before they had a sonic screwdriver, but while they still had a police box, telephone box, right? So, and why was that telephone box buried? Who knows? It was just dumb, right? It was just badly written. I don't know. I mean, like, it could have been like she could have like been behind a wall that was bricked up, and she got a hammer and smashing it down rather than just stupid. Just stupid. I mean, it really is. It's just stupid. The Fugitive Doctor was the version of Doctor Who's Time Lord from before William Hartnell's first Doctor, but this isn't where the new incarnation should be placed on the Doctor's timeline. Joe Martin debuted as the Fugitive Doctor in Doctor Who Season 12, Episode 5, blah, blah, blah. Entered timeless, blah, blah, blah. While previously believed only to have 13 regeneration timeless trials, revealed Doctor can regenerate endlessly, with Martin's Doctor being one of the characters, possibly, right? Again, that's a possible explanation. Another explanation is she's not real and they're in the toy maker's realm, right? That's another reasonable, possible explanation, right? I think that might be the explanation that we are going to go with. Is what I would say. It was revealed that the Doctor lived a remarkably long life before the first proposed Doctor, yes, making the character so dull, indestructible and dull. Yeah, well done. And that long life consisted of no white men. No, not one. Only happened from 63 to 89, and then from 2005 to now. What can I tell you? It's strange. All the Doctor Who you know and love, that's an anomaly, right? Normally it's about a black woman with a big gun, right? That don't you like that better? That sounds unique. Yeah, a bit of that. Fuck off. Well, Chibnall's Timeless Child storyline came under scrutiny for drastically changing Doctor Who's known history. Martin's portrayal of the future Doctor received acclaim. Well, she was next to Jodie Whittaker, right? I mean, with many expressing a desire to see more of her in the future. No. Let's see how that... listen, if she gets the third box set, I'm wrong. That's simple, right? That's simple. I don't think she's going to get a third box set. Maybe she will. I've been wrong about many things, right? And Big Finish are doing a push to make things a lot better. I mean, they really are. I saw a couple of trailers for things that I'm not going to get, but look very good, right? We might watch those tomorrow. Yeah, might do a whole Big Finish dive tomorrow. I think the plan is Big Finish dive, and then I want to do that Picard preview, right? Because I'm into Picard. And then I want to do the article that I didn't do from a couple of nights ago, which was, I think, this one, yeah, which really lent a lot into how politics is going to manifest in Doctor Who, right? Because that master was Tony Blair, if you didn't know. Anyway, back to this story. Where are we up to? Doctor Who plays the future Doctor at some point before Hartnell's portrayal of the first Doctor, but it wasn't the best period this wasn't the best period for the new Doctor. So when? Joe Martin's Doctor is great for Doctor Who. No, she's not. Joe Martin, the only thing they're going to say is diversity, right? That's the only thing. I mean, like, other than that, no. By the way, Colin Baker should have had a costume more like that, right? Like a very colorful shirt, bright tie and shirt, and a dark suit, right? I think that would have worked much better for him. Joe Martin is portrayed as a more ruthless incarnation of the Doctor than previously seen in Doctor Who, having fewer qualms about violent methods of saving the day. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. This was illustrated by her tricking the Gat into killing herself in Future of the Dune. I don't remember who the Gat is. Tricking Gat into killing herself. Okay. That was a great diversion for the relentless, light-hearted Chibnall era. Chibnall era wasn't light-hearted. It was just moronic, right? People providing viewers with a Doctor with complexities and often morally clouded motive that we hadn't seen before. Yeah, it was shit, is what you're saying. Yeah, it was nothing like Doctor Who was before, and it was shit. Yeah, we agree. It was shit. Yes, yeah. I got it, right? Martin was also widely regarded as one of the few positives of the otherwise convoluted Timeless Child storyline. No, she was one of the few things that didn't make us want to like stab ourselves in the eyes, right? Yeah, no, she was awful, right? Absolutely awful. Everything about it was bad, right? Apart from the console room. I like her console room, right? That was good. Despite not seeing her much time on screen since her introduction, and you're not going to see her again, Joe Mon has made Doctor Who history being the first person of colour to portray the titular Time Lord. Oh, yes! While Sex Education star Shooty Gat was the first permanent person of colour, well, I don't know, he might identify as white tomorrow. How do you know he's permanently white? How do you know he's permanently a man? I don't know. He might identify differently tomorrow. I think you're being a bit bigoted, quite frankly. Yeah, I do. I think it's just bigotry. Where are we up to? The permanent person of colour to play the 15th Doctor in the 2023 6th anniversary special. But the performance of the fugitive Doctor will receive praise from audience and critics alike. Her debut was an important moment for Doctor, a significant step forward in cultural representation. No, fuck off, it wasn't. Okay, again, look at what Idris Elba said, right? You don't want to be a black actor. You want to be an actor, right? You don't want to constantly focus on race unless you're a racist. That's what racists do. Are you a racist? Because honestly, that is what racists do. Why are you doing that? And it's not like, oh, I'm making it up. Racists don't always focus on race. No, they do. They do. Oh, it's so demeaning as well. I mean, this is a human being we're talking about. Oh, God. Nope, she's a person of color. Oh, representation. Oh, representation. Matches that. In 2015, nobody gave a shit about race, right? It's a massive step back, right? This is a massive step back. And it's not, oh no, it's a step back because a black person is played Doctor. No, it's a step back. That's all you fucking care about. Step back that you can't see beyond her skin color. Fucking racist cunts. I mean, you really are. Her debut was an important moment for Doctor Who, with isn't fuck off, and a massive expansion on the mythos of Doctor Who itself, which is about to be retconned away. Right? Yes, yeah. Hartnell was the first. Even though Doctor Who's history is incredibly long, audiences have still have seen it all play out on screen. No, which made it difficult to crowbar in the new incarnation of the Doctor at some point in the established Time Lord. This gave Chibnall practically no choice but to implant the fugitive Doctor, a whole new selection of regenerations into the timeline before Hartnell. So where are you saying it should go then? Where Hartnell was a Doctor, the idea of regeneration hadn't been formed, so it's assumed that he was the very first and only incarnation, and he was born naturally, and okay, blah, 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 blah. Oh, how much longer is this shit going on? Oh, God, it goes on for a while. Okay, not too bad, right? Not too bad. Fine. The fugitive Doctor's placement, therefore, before the first Doctor, invalidating Hartnell's portrayal of the Doctor, especially since the proclaimed 20th anniversary, 5 Doctors, he was the original, you might say. Yes, we remember that. You arseholes, Chibnall didn't. A phrase repeated in the 2017 Christmas special twice upon a time, right? While subtle hints have been dropped throughout the series that Hartnell might not have been portrayed first time. One time! And it was a joke, you dumb cunts. Oh my God. People who believe in the Morbius era should open a Chinese restaurant called Some Dumb Cunt, right? Because that's who you are. Oh, some dumb cunt. And I do want Eglo with that. Yes. Fine. The idea of injecting a whole new life cycle before his time character seemed ludicrous. Well, it was. This was especially true since there was a perfect placement for the. Okay, where? Oh, I think he's found it. Doctor Who missed the future Doctor perfect placement. If he's saying over here, he's actually right. Fuck me. He's after waffling bullshit. Yeah, he's an incarnation somehow in between Troughton and Pertwee, although he had a sonic screwdriver. That's a bit confusing, but okay. After being put on trial by the Time Lords for stealing a TARDIS and breaking their law of non-interference, the second Doctor, blah, yes, he was forcibly regenerated, right? and exiled to Earth, right? That must have been unbelievably heavy, right? Even changing his appearance, forcing him to the disgraced Time Lord to work with the... one second. The Time Lords could have done anything to the Doctor in preparation for his exile, even changing his appearance from and forcibly forcing the disgraced Time Lord to work with the mysterious division. No, I mean, that kind of is what happened with Big Finish. 1 second. Let me see. I'll show you this. That really is. I mean, I know that's kind of word for word. It's beyond the War Games. I'll let you know when it comes up. Oh, where is it? Where'd it go? Come back. No, not you, Mel. Where are we up to? I've totally lost my place. Placing the future Doctor at this moment in the Doctor's timeline would answer questions still left unanswered from that period. That period of Doctor Who. It would have been more respectful of William Hartnell portrayal of the first Doctor. Yeah, you're making... Who wrote this? This is actually... you're making good points eventually. Kai Young. Okay, so vaguely, slowly people are coming up to reality. Right? But yeah, you're absolutely... Would have been absolutely more respectful. It would have made... people would have accepted it much easier. You're absolutely right. You really are. Chibnall's The Power of the Doctor was the second instance of the false regeneration of the second Doctor regeneration. So it stands to reason it would have resulted in unforeseen circumstances. However, it played out in the Doctor as a regular regeneration with the third Doctor waking up, recovering. Yeah, but there's except for the sheer volume of regenerations featured in recent upcoming Doctor Who stories. The Timeless Child introduced Chris Chibnall's era planned to be ignored by the series moving forward. Appears planned to be ignored by the series moving forward, especially now that Rusty Davies is returning as Doctor Who showrunner. Yes, okay, you are, guys. You're smelling the coffee. Well done. Oh yeah, this is over now. Beyond the War Games. Beyond the War Games. Point. But where is it? Second Doctor, maybe you think it could be in that one? I don't know. This website is so messed up. It really is. Sort by recent first. There you go. Beyond the War Games. Yeah, so this is basically the plot, except it was still Patrick Troughton's Doctor, right? But yeah, placing it there, like adding in more regenerations there, would have stopped so much of the pushback against it, right? That was a lot of the pushback was like Hartnell was the first, right? Many of us will be happy with the development. Well, yeah, Rusty was retconning away. But it makes Joe Martin's future on the series uncertain. No, it's reasonably certain. She's fucking off. Since the future Doctor is intrinsic list of the Timeless Child, if the Timeless Child is a retcon, it will be difficult to explore more about the future Doctor. Well, they're doing Big Finish, doing 2 sets with her. If the future Doctor had been slotted in the second and third Doctors, the opportunity would have been created to investigate her further without disrupting. Yeah, listen, mate. I wish you were around to talk to Chibnall. Right? I wish you were around. I really do. Absolutely. Yeah, finally. Yeah, this video is the Shill Media finally coming to terms that Jodie Whittaker's era Doctor Who sucked, right? Gemini could have stuck around for longer, and her ventures canonical in a wider series, much like John Hurt's portrayal. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. I can't argue with you at all. Right? I think that's a... Man, look, Screen Rat's making valid points right now. It really is. It really is. That's very bizarre. You wouldn't have thought such a thing would happen. So, how long is this article? Are we going to do this as well? This article looks really stupid. Basically, they said that Bonnie Langford was in Power of the Doctor. Okay. So, but how did it complete her journey? Let's have a look. How did Mel get back to Earth after Dragonfire? Oh, who gives a shit? Really? Was it parallel for Mel to explain how she returned to Earth from Ice World, and especially saw a scene to announce the release of season 24 on Blu-ray box in 2020. Mel had a hugely successful businessman with who met with an older Seventh Doctor from the Power of the Doctor. It wasn't from the Power of the Doctor. It was whatever. He left him more and left with him for more events in the TARDIS. As this was written by the Chibnall era writer Pete McTeague, it can be argued the canonical version of how Mel returned to Earth in the 2020s. Earth in the this is pathetic, right? Absolutely pathetic. Alternatively, the answer may be explained in Doctor Who Expanded Media. Big Finish audio dramas has Dr. Ace reunited with Mel, who has been unceremoniously dumped by Glitz on the planet Reconcile. That makes a lot of sense, right? That at least makes sense. And they're traveling together in the TARDIS in a Big Finish arc, so Mel hadn't even reached Earth. In the New Adventures, which is in a pocket universe, forget it. An older Ace returned Mel to Earth in Head Games. That's actually a good one. That's by Steve Lyons. That was a good book. After discovering how manipulative the Doctor could be. Yeah, Mel did not like the real Doctor in this. As Mel didn't appear to share Tegan's anger at the Doctor, Pete McTeague's more optimistic. Oh, God. Man, just stop, okay? At the end of Power of the Doctor, heavily implied the companion support group will also double as a recruitment for unit with Ace and Tegan, fine, capable of blah, blah, blah. It's not, forget it. There's no connective tissue between this and Drosley Davis Doctor Who, although I think you probably like Ace, and I could see Ace having a show, right? Mel, so saying Mel could be in with Unit, and they're saying she's going to return for the Shooting Atlas 15th Doctor. Oh, dude, this is just sad, mate. This is just sad. It really is. Will you stop? Oh, yeah, no, it didn't happen. Okay, yeah, read your other articles in Screen Rant. None of that happened. Fine, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll say, need more live streams? Calls come back for more tomorrow. Yes, I was just going to say, we've got Darren starting in half hour. I want to get myself a bite to eat. Thank you so much for putting it in the chat. I think, they're going to have a stream tomorrow. It's going to be the normal time at 5. We got to do that. Well, I'm not sure what Dr. Who article will do, but I got to finish do the Picard preview, mate. It's going to be good. Because, we're nearly there, mate. We're nearly there. I don't know. Will it suck? Will it not? I think it'll probably be good. We'll find out. We'll find by this time next week. Well, this time in 3 days, we'll know. It comes out, wasn't it? On the 14th. Here, one second. Let's have a quick look. Picard premiere. One second. Premiere date is... Doink. No. Season 3, darling. February 16th. 5 days out, right? 5 days out. I will, and then that's going to be on Paramount Plus. I guess I have to get a subscription to that again. That's just me for you. What can I tell you? Fine. I think with that, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you for joining me tonight. Join me tomorrow night, 5 o'clock. We will be talking the normal bollocks. We'll talk about the normal insanity. And who knows? Who knows what dreams and what will be going down. I'm hitting the end broadcast.